Hello, and welcome to Straight from the Cloverfield, episode 7. I'm your host, Ralph. Today's topic is the circle of dust. What is the circle of dust? The circle of dust is the old paradigm that we're exiting. That's where the mind ruled and wore the crown that belonged to the heart. Establishment, test of mind. The mind had a chance to try to prove that it could be a leader, and it failed miserably. And the mind is always, it was always on a timeline anyway, because eventually the soul would wake up and put a stop to the nonsense of the mind, like war and just horrible things, atrocities, and damaging the planet, as humanity awakens to the Christ consciousness and understands that we're here to help Earth and elevate Earth and each other and work on ourselves too. It's all a cosmic school, the school of Earth, and we're waking up and realizing that the mind had a projection of God as if it was something that had a mind, but source, unknown name, don't name it, because that's where corruption happens. People start fighting. Whatever it is to you that encourages you to do good and help others and take care of yourself. That's source. And you are source, and source is you. You see, with the mind, the old mindset paradigm of the circle of dust, the mind did the same thing over and over again. They would ask you what you want to be when you grow up, cradle to grave, slavery in your life. And the mind just continued on following the money, because that's the mind. And damaging the planet made people have mental illness because they shouldn't have to bust their ass in the pursuit of living, but they should get to live. And as the soul awakens, more people are going to realize and understand that. And things are going to change, and people come together and work with the earth, plant together, eat together, because the human family needs the earth, and the earth needs the human family. Trees depend on your oxygen. You know this. So as the soul awakens, like in the mind system, the mind saw everything as separate. The mind said, oh, that's somebody else, that's versus me, or stuff like that, trying to competition and stuff, and viewing one another as if they're separate and they're a different alien or just not like you. But with the soul awakening, we see each other. I look into your eyes and I say, hey, that's me, and that's you, together as one, because we're one. There is no separation. For the energy that powers the body, so the energy comes down here to have a separate experience and create its own reality. That's what it does. That's how you live and create and uplift one another. Cheer one another on when something good happens to somebody and you're not feeling good still, And if somebody's not feeling good, help them out however you can. Just to help this earth to recover from the traumas that the system of the mind brought upon it. So remember, soul awakening is very, very, very difficult, but we came here to master this endeavor in whatever ways that we can. And of course, above all else, gratitude and love is all. So you go out, remember, look at people and see that there is you too, your family. No separation. It's very linear, the mind, old system. Now we are one family, and we see each other as such. And we learn to help each other when needed, and treat each other as we like to be treated, which was Christ consciousness the whole time. So, like I mentioned before, about how that part of the sun broke off and now it's like a crown on it. So this is what humanity is reflecting, and it's going. It's a bumpy ride. It may always be pleasant, but always be kind. Kindness counts. Be kind like the trees are kind. They provide food, shelter, clothing. They take care of us. Hell, I'm made out of plant material. So I'm grateful for it. So I hope this was helpful. Teach you about how we exiting the circle of dust and entering the spiral of light. We don't make the same mistakes. We start a spiral. And we might reflect on a part of that spiral when we get to it another time to remind us that, hey, remember this time, don't do it again. Don't repeat the same errors. Remember, slow the anger. Don't think before you speak. And don't be too terrified not to speak. But I'm saying, just think before you speak. If you're the type of individual that might just start freaking out because they didn't think first. And just try to be the best you can be to bring Earth higher together as one family, because there is no separation. So, thank you for listening. Hope this has been beneficial. Have a wonderful day.